Howdy, folks. We are going to have ads in just a couple of minutes, and then we're going to jump into playing some Jackie Codes submissions, because there's a lot of really cool stuff in there. I'm excited to check it out with you all. I'm excited you're all here. Thank you so much for hanging out so early. We will be diving right in shortly. welcome on in. It is so good to see you. How is everyone's weekend? How is Saturday? How is Sunday? How is Monday being? Welcome on in. Blades of Doom, Mothman Centaur, Karazest, Tiny Devil Games, Inspector Gadget, Robotech, Narvin, and Cubus, and all of you waiting in the shadows. Welcome in. It is so great to see you all here. Thank you for saying hello, being here right on time. I am so excited to be here with you all. I am so excited to be here with you all today because we're going to be doing some awesome stuff. We're going to be playing through as many Jackie Codes Game Jam submissions as we can. There were 35 delightful entries. Not too bad for her very first Game Jam she's ever done. And there's some fun stuff. I've been playing through a bunch of them over the weekend and stuff, and I want to see if we can get through all of them today. So, with that being said, I think we're going to dive on in. Yeah, should we do it? Should we dive on in? Feel free to, first off, I want to hear how everyone's projects are doing. I want to hear what amazing stuff we're making. But, in the spirit of like moving, whoa, Blades of Doom! Yes, of course I can critique your game in the Game Jam. Absolutely, let's dive into that one to start off with. Okay. So, add a hat, you got it. What's a suitable Monday hat? I'm feeling in an explorer sort of mood. You know, diving into all these Game Jam games. So we're going a little Indiana Jones. I already played it, so I know. Yeah, absolutely. Let me, that was on my laptop though. Let me extract it here and we'll get it up and running. I was so thrilled to see, Blades, that you got something submitted, because I know you were kind of feeling a little bit down earlier and saying, I don't know, I don't think I really can. And then you just, like, cranked it out, and you got something out there. Honestly, I'd love to just hear how you're feeling about things. How are you doing since the Game Jam ended, and we've kind of gotten to this point? Yeah. Get some stuff going on my end here. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Open this up. We're going to turn off the sound because we always like to experience games as they were created, not with extra sound to kind of change the experience. Hey, Jack, so good to see you. How you doing? Did you win? I have high expectations. I don't know why you'd have high expectations. I built mine in just like 3 days. So there really shouldn't be any sort of expectations on me winning. But I am thrilled. There have been a lot of people commenting on it and saying that they really like the concept, which is really thrilling for me. That's very exciting. So that's a big W for me. Okay. Doop. And doop. Perfect. Okay. So here we have Blades of Doom's Game Jam submission for Jackie Codes. This is called, what's it called? Feed the Black Hole. I'm very happy to have just successfully submitted something. I hear you, Blades. I hear you. It's kind of a crazy feeling, isn't it? Like, I remember submitting something for the Pirate Software Game Jam, and it was this huge high of an experience. Like, oh man, I just did that. That was so cool. Built mine in 16 hours across 3 days. Resolution is best at 1920 by 1080. The 16 hours included Googling and learning time, which was probably most of it. Yes, Blades, I feel that deep in my soul. Deep in my soul. Now, unfortunately, we don't have like resolution options, so I'm going to be a little bit absent from chat while I play this, because this is full screen. I picked up a couple of monitors from like a free cycle event that happened nearby. I just need to get them mounted around on my desk in a way that I can actually view them. And then we won't have this problem anymore. I can run things in full screen and then also have chat up in other spaces. So we're improving in that front. So this is Feed the Black Hole. If I click, I shall summon forth a bean. And the bean will fall pachinko style down this lovely board and fall into the black hole. And Blades, I believe you mentioned this was made in Unity, correct? So this is essentially an idle incremental game. So I am going to spawn all the beans to make oh, you can spawn outside. those count? Hold on. I need to wait for these to go away because I'm kind of curious. Does that count? What happens if I just like blast it? Is this counting? I don't think it is. So it is needing to collide with the black hole. Yeah, okay, great. Okay, so let's go ahead and spawn a bunch of things. And I'm doing this the very inefficient way, I've learned. I did actually max this game out on late Saturday night. My wife was saying, Joe, are you coming to bed? And I said, no. So we just unlocked our first butt that will poop out beans. I'm sorry, it looks like a butt. I don't know, maybe it's like a spaceship or something. I don't know. Accidental butts is a very real thing in art. You were supposed to be able to see outside of that. Stop it, you're gonna crash. Oh, do they not despawn if they don't hit this? Is that gonna create a memory leak? That's hilarious. Free monitors are the best monitors, yes. And yes, it was made in Unity. Okay, can you spawn them just above the black hole and avoid the Pachinko portion? Mothman, it's a great question. No, you cannot. You have to be up here. This is like the lowest you can do. So my strategy was kind of like, doing it like over here on the sides, to try and like avoid as much of the Pachinko as I could. But they're so bouncy that it really, kind of causes some problems. So, you know, it kind of makes it a little bit better, but not a ton better, right? Like, you're definitely falling faster, but it's not like a free ride. And when I was first playing this game, I was like, oh man, this is going to take forever to do all of this. Like, some of these upgrades are massive, and like your clickers that you get for you, your little spaceships that poop out beans, are not going very fast. And then I started to notice, wait a minute, I'm going higher faster than I thought I would. And then I realized this multiplier thing exists. And this multiplayer is, I think, the most clever part of this game. Otherwise, it's just kind of like a more visually interesting idle game, which, you know, fair enough, right? There's definitely a space for that. But, you know, just a basic idle game, it is at its core, except for this multiplayer. And I think that multiplier solves some really big problems that idle games tend to suffer from, in my opinion, which is idle games get into this trap where you kind of really only ever want to upgrade the most recent thing that you've unlocked, maybe the second most recent thing. But this multiplier starts getting quite out of hand, and this multiplier goes up every single time you buy an upgrade or you buy a new dropper. So if you unlock a new income source, it goes up. If you upgrade one of your old ones, it goes up. And the big deal is it seems to go up like exponentially regardless of what you've purchased. Like every time you buy something, it goes up by the same amount. So if you upgrade your dropper 1 compared to buying dropper 5, it will increase by the same amount. So then all of a sudden, these low value upgrades that maybe aren't spawning in all that many beans are meaningfully picking up your score. And I thought that was a very, very, very smart thing because it made me care about earlier upgrades. Now, is that enough to like carry a game? No, of course not. This is a game jam. It's not like a commercial product, right? But it does exactly what game jams are supposed to do, which I think is get a lot of creativity and explore an interesting idea. And if you were making an idle or an incremental game, I would say, like, check out how this multiplier works and see how it makes the game feel to you. Because to me, as soon as I discovered, oh, wait, that thing is going up, and it's going up more and more every single time I click on something. How fast does it go up? Then I was hooked. I was in it. Like, I maxed out the game. I broke it. And, getting to see that, wait a minute, this is going to give me a lot of exponential growth. And you get the visual appeal of all the pachinko stuff. It was really, really cool. How you holding up, 2D Fighters? I'm doing very well. Yes, how are you doing today? The multiplier is a function of the amount you spent. And the cost of buying something doubles every time. Gotcha, Blades. Very clever, very clever. That got me too. I found myself on the bottom with upgrades versus up top after you get all of them up there. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. So, like, it starts off really, really slow, right? And this is with me mashing my, like, triple click button, which I didn't use. The first time I played this, I did it on my laptop with a trackpad. My mouse has a triple click function though, and I'm going up fairly fast, but it's still kind of slow. But we're gonna get to a point pretty quick here where like it's not even worth clicking really. Like we're just gonna be getting so many upgrades so fast that we're kind of just gonna live in the upgrade section down below. So, epic meaning, if we take this into an octalysis, epic meaning, nah, not really. I mean, it's an abstract idle game. That's fine. You could increase that if you wanted to, right? You could make this a crazy sci-fi sort of thing. You could be the baddies trying to feed a black hole into a supernova or something and blow up the universe. You could do any sorts of things, right? Empowerment. I think this is where the pachinko stuff could come into play, because I've been thinking actually a lot about pachinko style mechanics, weirdly enough, recently. And I think that there is a fantastic game waiting to be made out of pachinko, and I'm sure people have probably already done pachinko likes. I just haven't seen them yet. So you can see how quick we're like getting into the thousands, right? With our multiplier now at 9, now it's at 11. So, what if all of these pegs gave you different bonuses or detriments, and you had to try and avoid them or guide them? Or what if, there were events that would happen, like a little mini black hole would show up here that would try and steal your beans, and you have to avoid it. Stuff like that to kind of bring the player a little bit more into it, increase that feeling of empowerment. Maybe change up the types of beans that you drop, and then have those board's effects as well. So you're like, oh, this spot is going to be really good for red beans right now. I'm going to swap to red beans. Oh, and this needs to be green. Maybe if I hit a red and a yellow bean together, they become an orange bean, and I want to hit the orange stuff down, right? Like, there's things you could do to increase that empowerment. Social influence, not a whole lot. Very hard to have meaningful social influence in idle games because they are kind of, by their very nature, a non-compelling experience to observe. But the pachinko stuff does kind of, make me wonder on that. Like, this is kind of like a lava lamp, right? It's there to just be kind of visually interesting, like watching a campfire of all this chaotic energy floating around without being able to predict anything. It's kind of interesting. There may be something to explore in there. I don't know. We've got unpredictability, obviously, in the bounces, but that's kind of it. I think maybe adding in those like map events would kind of change a lot of that. But other than that, once again, idols don't typically have a lot of failure states or unpredictability. They just kind of are about like getting bigger numbers and optimizing that bigger number. So finding ways to optimize that way to get a bigger number could be a compelling route to go. Avoidance, you're not really avoiding anything, frankly. There's nothing to avoid in here. Very common as well for idle games. And then accomplishment, you do, because of the spectacle of it all, you do start feeling quite a lot. Like, we're getting to the point now where we can start removing obstacles, so we can do that. See, now there's no longer an arrow there. So you can delete like 3 full rows of these. And which was a bummer. I really wanted to remove all of them. That was my goal. That was when I could go to bed, was when I removed all of them. But it didn't quite work out. They only allow you, Blades was a stingy old codger and only let you get rid of 3 rows. But it is very satisfying to see that and to make that impact in the world to create those efficiencies. Ownership, not a whole lot of ownership. Kind of your version is going to be the same as everyone else's. Nature of the beast, so to speak. Let me catch up on chat here. Tom, hello, welcome in. I like your game jam entry. Thank you so much. Who drew the beast? I don't know. It was a Humble Bundle asset from ages ago that I purchased years and years ago. It was a beholder, and I ripped off the eye stalks and slapped it in the dungeon like a true villain. So, if we were to actually pick up the project, I want to redo that all. But I love the composition of like the tongue and everything. It's very dynamic and very good. Blades, just programmer, I don't have much ideas in terms of what it looks like. Sure. How would a pachinko-like work? I think we talked about that, Jack. A lot of ideas written down, Blades. Nice. Anti-Vi, hello! Maybe when one bean loves another bean, you could get a new colored bean. Yeah, for real, Anti-Vi. It's in my plan. Nice, Blades. Bean go burr. Yes, Cubist. There'll be more obstacles and you'll be able to remove them all. Very cool, very cool. Kind of makes me wonder about, like, is there like an incremental tower defense? I've seen like ads for incremental tower defense games. Kind of like Bloons TD, but idle. I've never actually explored it though, because they always seem like such clickbait. I kind of don't trust that they're real. But yeah, I mean, like, at this point, we're kind of like waxing lyrical about what an incremental game could be. But I think this is the virtue of game jams, is that, like, it kind of breaks the mold and makes you think about things in a different way. And like I said, I think the biggest takeaway for me in Feed the Black Hole is the multiplier. I think that's very, very, very clever. A very clever way to keep old things meaningful. Even though, like, if I upgrade these droppers, like, it's still not producing anything near close to what the most upgraded one is, but it's giving me a ton of multiplier. And that is tremendously valuable. So I think there's a lot more to explore in that space of how do you keep old upgrades relevant. Like, it makes me think of Quest for Glory or Gold for Glory or whatever it was that Nemphis Macaroon has made, about, like, what if you get to a point where, like, Dropper 1 isn't contributing meaningfully to the main effort, but then what if, like, Dropper 1 goes off and, like, leads a fort somewhere else? Because they've leveled up enough that even though they're not contributing to the main war effort now, they can go out and, like, hold down the front somewhere else. Like, have a Europa Universalis idle incremental type sort of thing, where you are leveling up your heroes and then they go off and lead the war efforts elsewhere. Like, I'd play that. I think that's really compelling. Not to say that that is anything about what Blades has intended or ever thought about for this, but like I said, I think this game is very successful in the game jam sense of I am now considering things I have never considered before in the genre. So for me, that's a huge win. So you can see we've almost got this whole bottom row completely eaten away now. And our multiplier is just, like, through the roof. It's a visual spectacle. It's great. Now we're getting to slide everything way far down. Very minimal turbulence down below. It's getting incredibly efficient. So, like, I don't know. I really like it's simple. It's definitely not a game that you could publish right now. But, like, as a proof of concept, I think it's really interesting. And got me to think about things in really clever ways. And so, like, that's a huge W in my mind. Yeah, okay. So, we could keep going with this, but I think you kind of get the idea of what this is. If this were a Fox Hollow Gem, I would play through and max it all out on the stream. But we've got like 35 Jackie submissions to go through, and I kind of want to go through them all. Blades, you redeemed this not just as a, like, play the game, but as a critique your game. What have been your thoughts on what we've been talking about? It's a little unfair to do a critique as a streamer and a viewer because, like, you are not able to really be present and discuss your work meaningfully. Is there anything that you were hoping to get feedback on or thoughts on that you did not get yet? Let me know. I'll keep hanging out until I see a yay or a nay on that, because you actually redeemed a legit, like, critique, and so I'd like to kind of provide what you were hoping for in that critique. And I think, like, even going lower down will prevent it from building up so much gravity that it bounces less, maybe? See, we're almost, like, done with that second row. Another thing that I think is inherently clever about the removing the obstacles is that the further up you get, the longer it takes to deplete a row. So, like, if you had a bonus based on rows deleted, then all of a sudden that builds in natural difficulty scaling, right? Because you only have to do, like, 4 down below, and then 6, and then 10, and then 12, 15, and, et cetera, right? It progressively gets harder in a way that is built in and natural to the game's world, which I think is really, really, really cool. I don't know what I was hoping for, but you gave me useful information. Well, I'm glad. So that's what's it called? Feed the Black Hole. I think it's really cool. Like, I genuinely think that there's a lot to learn here about, like, visual spectacle in an idle game. I think there's a lot to learn about, like, Pachinko style games. about how you can keep old upgrades relevant, not just in idle games, but in really anything. This is kind of like the a different version of the broken sword you get at the beginning of the game that you can upgrade and turn into Excalibur, right? It's kind of a similar idea, but in a new genre that is pretty compelling for me. So, yeah, Blades, thank you so much for building this and for deciding, hey, you know what? I'm going to make something ridiculous in a short amount of time. I certainly appreciate it. So, thank you. All right, right on. Let's jump. I've got this sorted by random. I'm just going to go down the list. We're going to go into Chomp. Chomp's itch page. Ooh, could you get the black hole to grow with the particles? That could be interesting in Spectre Gadget, because then you start getting like levels, even possibly like Katamari Damacy style, right? Where you're trying to like feed it, and once it gets to a certain point, congratulations, you've won. Now you get to move to a new level where it's a new, different incremental thing. That could be interesting. It's definitely something ridiculous in a short amount of time. I think that's very, very cute. Okay, click and swipe to toss the potions. You can swipe multiple times per toss. Wait. Oh. Okay. So am I trying to like get it up here? X potions decrease points, other potions increase points. Okay, interesting. So you want to miss with X potions. Okay. And we want to hit with the blank potions. It looks good for something done that quickly, by the way. I totally agree, Inspector Gadget. And that's the thing. Like, a good design sense will spare you a lot. Like, even this is incredibly simple, but it has a good design sense of composition and layout. How do I actually get to feed him? I'm just gonna practice the actual. Dang it. Hey, we got him. That looked less like feeding and more just like smashing him in the face. Oh no, I overshot him. Okay, so that is one thing. These horns make it look like a field goal, right? Like the old like paper triangle game you would always play in class when you were bored and have your friend flick the paper triangle through the field goal. That's what that feels like. If you're not supposed to get it above in this space, I would definitely rework those horns to not be an interference signal there. I would change it to be some like big gaping maw, trim the horns down. Maybe have the horns come up and like point into the mouth or something, right? Also, I'm not loving the X's on the potions because, like, why? Like, I'm just gonna waste my time on it. I don't want to have to deal with that. This is like Plumber Crack mobile game. Oh, dear. Come on. There we go. Yeah, like the X potions are just kind of boring. Unless there was some other sort of constraint for them to matter, right? So, I think the big appeal of this game, frankly, is just that hand-drawn monster. Friggin' adorable. It's kind of interesting how it's a 3D game rendered in a 2D style, right? So it is this kind of heavy 2.5D thing. But as far as like, is there a game here? Not really, but it is very cute. And I'm learning about like character design here. Like you can see all their use of rounded edges to make the monster seem more cute, right? Tiny stubby limbs to indicate more of a juvenile sort of a creature to trigger your natural inclination to like babies. Let's get to 10. So I like that, and I even like the like 2-frame idle animation where nothing is really happening because it just makes it feel more alive, even though there's not really a whole lot happening. I think that works. You can flick the X ones to the left or right of the screen. Yeah, sure. Just like, I don't know why I would. You know, I feel like there needs to be like some other sort of constraint. Like maybe like a box or something you have to throw them into in order to stop an explosion from happening or something. Like, I want something to do with them that isn't just find the most efficient way to pass, right? Or like see how many can you do in a short time frame and then make it a little bit hard to catch if it is an X or not, right? Like then you kind of start bringing a little bit more constraints into it and a little more avoidance, right? Oh, do I not have to click on the... Oh, I don't have to click on the... Oh, I don't have to click on the potion. I can just click and drag anywhere. That's huge. Awesome. Great. Very cool. Looks a lot like the one in Cut the Rope. Yes, I totally agree. Totally agree. Yeah, I mean, there you go. It's cute. I think that's kind of all I can really say about it. I'm gonna go back to their page. Cute little guy. Loved the 2-frame idle animation. The horns made me think I needed to get between them to feed him. But once I figured out to hit him in the face with glass vials of dangerous chemicals, and I could click and drag anywhere, not just on the potions, it started flowing more for me. And I'm always a little bit confused about, like, what types of feedback do I leave for people? Because they're not really necessarily asking for critique. So I kind of tend to err on not, here's what to do to make your game better, because they're not asking for that. But at the same time, I also feel like, well, aren't I kind of like denying them good feedback? I don't know. So unfortunately, Alchemist Escape is triggering Chrome for me, and it doesn't have any comments. So we'll probably skip this one. Do they have prior stuff? This is their first one. Yeah, we'll probably have to just not do that one, unfortunately. But when we get back from ads, we're going to do The Maze and the Beast by Irad, which is super exciting. Irad is we've hung out with Irad multiple times, so I'm excited to see what he built out. So to go anywhere, we'll be right back from the ads. And there we go, ads. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. Gonna dive back on in here. Get our browser going. All right, we got The Maze of the Beast by Irad Dev, who we have hung out with in the past before. Great streamer. If you have not followed Irad Dev, Irad Dev. There we go. I think that's the right channel.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. He's playing games right now. He's streaming actively right now. So dive into The Maze and the Beast, a captivating top-down 2D adventure developed for Jackie Code's Jam. Challenge the shadows as you maneuver through a magical, ever-changing labyrinth, racing against the beast's hunger in a quest for survival. Okay. Panda, okay, we got another streamer reference right in here. Is this names? Oh dear, Connie Dev, Primer Justin, Practical NPC, Beegs, Falanier. Oh my dear, oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. All right, hold on. We gotta find someone. We'll go with Robotech. All right. Okay, what did you do to get thrown in here with me? Well, it's nice. We're having a nice little dinner. I love Minotaurs. This is going great. 10 out of 10 so far. Don't even answer. I don't care. I'm not gonna eat you straight away. Oh, let's play a game instead. I love how he's just like standing in front of this tiny little stool. It's as big as his foot. Find for me all the human remains. Jeez. That I've scattered around the place. If I will feel too hungry, then I'll come and eat you instead. Hey, Robotech. Good to see ya. In this maze, there are 12 pieces of food you can bring me. Move now. The clock is ticking. Yikes. This is brutal, man. We're scavenging bodies to bring back to a Minotaur so he doesn't eat us. So do we have to like go all the way back? Okay. Interesting visual effects there with that, like, pause. Okay. Is that a torso? This is very, very brutal, which belies its quite cutesy sort of aesthetic. Is that a hand I'm throwing at him? Jeez. Okay. Whoa. 12 feet up. Thank you so much for the follow. It is great to see you. Welcome on in. For those of you who are new, by the way, we are a charitable enterprise here at foxhollowgames devoted to helping people enter the game industry. So we have hosted our own game jam. We do one every quarter with... oh, I have super speed now. Jeez. So many body pieces. We do quarterly game jams with corporate sponsors that are incredibly highly geared towards skill growth. It is much more than just a normal game jam. It is something that we have been hearing from people really, really does level them up quite heavily. So we have another one coming up in July with a brand new set of sponsors, brand new set of rules. Very excited about it. And when we're not doing game jam related stuff, I am foolishly trying to learn how to make games myself. And everyone yells at me in chat for not being better at it. So welcome on in, everyone. It's great to see you all here. 12 feet up, fitting the game. What, like the Minotaur is 12 feet up? or that we're finding 12 feet. Main yeller here. Jack. Oh, shoot. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. I mean, we're getting close and we're doing pretty well on time. Now, the problem is we have found kind of all the stuff that was easy to find. So now I'm a little worried. We've got this Fog of War, which is kind of cool, but also really disorienting because it is moving so fast, right? If there was a softer transition on the light of the Fog of War, I think that might help ease this kind of feeling of almost nausea, you know, like it's moving so fast, it's kind of breaking my brain. There are 3 more pieces of food. Okay, I see 2 more. It's not really yelling more vigorously encouraging. And then we're getting, okay, so we're getting this text plus 18 to hunger. I don't really know what that means because I don't get any numerical values up here, right? So I get that some of the body parts have more hunger satiety scores than others, but like, if I find one, I'm just going to bring it in. Like, I'm not going to spend the time, oh, this one's only a 3. I'm going to go try and find something else, right? Unless, like, if they wanted that score to matter more, then they need to have more food scattered around and a more aggressive hunger timer, right? Because as it is, it's like Diablo, right? Where you end up getting to the point where you always ignore the gray items that spawn. That's kind of where it feels like the game wants you to be, but doesn't give me a lot of reasons to do it. I'm starving here. Are we done yet? Cute little dialogue system, little bark there. That was good. Man, I cannot find this last piece. And the problem is, with these lights that I have for the recording studio, it does make low light environments really difficult for me to see. Got it. Okay, good. I'm sure all of you were screaming at your monitors. Hey, bro. Right here. Oh, it's kind of cute that he chases you down, too, when he gets to that point. Oh, snap. We have more levels. That's not good. Let's see. The fact that you can see the food even when it's dark seems to throw me off. The fog of war doesn't seem to play in if you can just see through walls. I agree, Jack. Yeah, I kind of want either or. You just walking throwing for content. You know me. So is this a different maze? It feels very similar in layout, but I think it is different. I like that he starts chasing you down. Thanks for playing with me. Hey, eat a torso. Oh, he still got me. He didn't even eat the torso. I brought you the torso, man. There's 10 mazes? There's 10 of these? Wow. That is brutal. Sir Alex Grimm, hello. How are you doing today? In the suffocating darkness of the labyrinth, your steps falter. The distant growls grow ominously louder, a harrowing reminder of your looming fate. From the gloom, its hunger insatiable. You fought valiantly, didn't, and navigated wisely. Arguable, but the maze claims another. Devoured by the beast, your journey ends here, in the depths of the maze. So we talk about typography a lot here, right? This is pretty good typography. It's all off-centered here, but whatever, it was fast. Oh, and interesting, that becomes a score, the amount of food you provided. Interesting. This feels very old school in a lot of ways, but we have this big title text here up top. Good composition, very nice. Yeah. So yeah, I want to give it one more shot. And it looks like we do have a random... Oh, that seems like a bug. Just start off straight up at empty. Yeah. Fun. All right, very cool. Yeah, so like for me, if we were gonna like tear this apart, I need to follow IRAD. If we're gonna tear this apart, from a design perspective, I agree. I think like the this is kind of like really Grizzly Dome Keeper in a way, right? Where you're trying to delve down, grab resources, and bring them back up to the surface. So in that sense, like I'm also kind of just like gathering resources here to funnel into his gaping maw whenever, like if I have something that is high value, then I'm going to hold off on bringing that so I can set it next to him but not feed it to him, which is like, I get that it's kind of like interesting, but also feels really counterintuitive to the way the game is supposed to be played. Alex spent the last 4 hours doing an exam, so tired as everything. Oh man, I'm so sorry, Alex. I'm glad you made it out. I hope it went well. And we're rooting for you. Are the mages procedurally generated or fixed and randomized through a set? I don't know. They feel random to me, but I could be wrong about it. Oh, and he does eat stuff if you just throw it in his room. Okay, that's good to know. That's interesting. I was just about to say, it feels kind of weird he wouldn't just, like, thematically, that he wouldn't just walk over and eat it. Hey, Irad! Hello, welcome in. Speak of the Minotaur himself. Foolbox sent you. Good to see you, friend. How are you? We're talking about your game. Welcome in. Thank you so much for making this. So, I got obliterated at the very start of Maze 2. I kind of ran my timer down all the way looking for things because I've got all these lights on the recording studio, and seeing stuff through the fog of war is very difficult with these bright lights. And so I kind of did not do very well. And then I got to Maze 2 and realized, oh no, there's a lot more to this game. There's 10 mazes. So yeah, now we're kind of just talking about the basic design loop, and it's being really interesting. Hey, Foolbox. Oh dear, hold on. I have a Minotaur chasing me that is threatening to eat me. I don't know if you knew that or not, but I need to satiate the Minotaur, and then when I get into a conversational bit, I will don the fez. My focus time is really unfocused today. All right, let's give you the torso. I think that'll fill you up and then some. Oh, not quite, actually. Okay, where is this last thing? And this is my problem, is I get stuck when there's only one left, and I just turn into a mole man, squinting and looking around because I can't see in the dark. I guess that would make me the opposite of a mole man, wouldn't it? This is the final exam, and I scored enough, so now I'm eligible to have a diploma with a distinction. Alex, congratulations! I'm sure that is incredibly well earned. I don't suppose I threw it up here and then forgot about it, right? No. Darn it. Alright, so it's probably in this, like, bottom left area of the maze, because that's a space I didn't explore incredibly thoroughly, I don't think. Down here? There we go. There we go. And it is a torso. That's very lucky. Love your OBS layout. Thanks, Irad. It's, haphazard is maybe how I would describe it. I want to build like an actual good Godot overlay, but you know, everything costs time, so we're gonna try and get stuff on it. I'm playing the game wrong, says Irad. Okay, so if that were anyone else, I would say you didn't make the game. You don't know if I'm playing it wrong, but you did make the game. So what is the intended way? You made this using Unity. What a cool engine. Very cool. Was this your first project in Unity, Irad? You didn't say that? What do you mean? Oh, is that... is that Fortune's favorite committing identity theft again? Oh, game is in Godot. My chat is saying silly things. Have you considered that you made the game wrong instead? Oh, shoot. You're all a bunch of goobers. All right, let's give you some... This is so grisly. Irad, have you had anyone get to level 10? Like, it seems, I'm not gonna lie, kind of impossible. I don't know about Irad impersonation. I know vaguely about Irad impersonation. I don't know the details, but I know that it is a thing that exists. I always expect for people not to play the game the way... Yeah, I mean, it's DMing 101, right? Seems time-consuming, all puns intended. Ah, oh, you goobers. You're all ridiculous. Okay. I have yet to find a speed potion. I would really like to get a speed potion. This layout, we were wondering this, I read, is the layout procedurally generated, or is it like a bunch of pre-builts that you're stitching together? Because this one in particular seems brutal. Like, so many tall walls. Based on seeds. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Because, yeah, this one is like, there's this giant wall and only a little gap up here to get through. It is... Oh, there's a speed potion. Lovely. Okay, good. Okay, I think that's all in the clear. Still have 7 pieces left to throw at him? Jeez. There. Go get that. Get the hand. Can make 5 games at a time. You bring me 1 piece. Balancing the game wasn't present in the game jam. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, that's typical game jam life, right? Panda Coder submitted the game already. Are we done finding the food? Oh, it's hilarious. Oh, we got rid of the lights. Oh. Interesting. That's cool. I also like that the Minotaur comes to find you because it's a little scary, but also a huge help to the player, right? I think that's very cute. I want to make it at least past maze 2. 11, 12. Solar Labyrinth. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Are you done yet? Well, I don't know, bro. Where are you? It would be good to have like maybe some sort of indicator, because if he starts chasing after you but is like slow, I could see that getting kind of impossible to like figure out. So cute that the Minotaur chases you down viciously. I don't know if we're done finding the. I mean, obviously we're not done finding the food because you're still hungry. I'm working on it. Okay, these are the last 2 pieces. We should be good. We're gonna make it to maze 3. We're gonna make it to maze 3. Yeah, I'm curious if anyone ever made it to maze 10. You can push food items. I mean, sure, but like, I still need to. What? So you can like pick something up and then push another one? That seems rough. You don't think so? Although we ended that one a lot higher up than I thought we were going to. I love that we still have a dinner table in every maze, too. That's hilarious. Okay, nothing in there. Throw. All right. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about how this is kind of like Dome Keeper, right? This is like Grecian mythology, brutal Dome Keeper. All right. Push, 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 push. That was a great tip, Foolbox. I see what you're saying now. There you go. Eat. I wanted to expose the base maze dimension or the food spawn to the player before submitting. Cause no balance. But I didn't make it in time. I hear ya. I hear ya. People keep on saying, I think I found bugs in my Game Jam submission. I'm like, well, it's not really a bug. It just kind of like feels like a bug because I wasn't able to work on it enough to make it feel intentional. Okay, go eat that. I'll be watching you to rate game 10 out of 10 on itch. Are we doing ratings in this one? Like, it was unclear to me from the Jam page. Is this a rating-based judgment? Or is it, 1, 2, okay. Or is it based off of, just Jackie gonna judge it? It's not a bug, it's a lack of time, yeah. Okay, you, eat the hand. Which is, an interesting, way to say, talk to the hand. Okay. Eat. Dig the mythology theme. I agree, Cabinet Otter. I'm such a sucker for Minotaurs. They are far and away my favorite mythological creature. So, love having more Minotaur-based content. Okay, eat that. After the jam, I made it max to level 6. That's impressive. I don't know how you could even do that. We've got 16 pieces of food to throw here, and he's like very unhappy with me. Bro is hangry. I like that red aura too. It kind of makes you amps up the tension very nicely. So yeah, like overall, I would just want to see like a lot more stuff in this. But like, it makes sense that it's a game jam game, right? Okay, there we go. And like I said, I do like the self-balancing of him starting to chase you down a little bit. That's a big help to the player in a lot of ways. Okay, go eat that. You get bonus score if you pick up some food, then get a potion, or is the score added fake until it's fed to the Minotaur? Never mind. Yeah, I think it's not real until it gets added to the Minotaur. have the procedural generation set up for spawning props, but you know, right, yeah, couldn't make it in time. Yeah, for sure. The Minotaur chased you down, Irad. I hear it. No, wait, you're supposed to eat this too. Where are you going? Come on. Come on. What am I, your butler? Add a ladder somewhere so you can crawl on top of the walls. Oh, that'd be interesting. Irad made it in 3 days, not the full jam. Important to note. Yes, absolutely. There were a couple of us who did it that way. Irad, did you not know about Jackie's jam? Because that was my situation. I was like, oh, is there a game jam going on for her? And then I looked around on her stream, and I looked on itch.io, and I couldn't find anything. I was like, oh, guess not. And then a couple days later, figured it out. So, you knew? Okay, all right. Hat Tower Jack codes. All right, hold on. I've got to satiate a Minotaur. 1 second. Had a Danish language test on Wednesday. You don't mess around with the Danes. Absolutely. You joined on Thursday. Very good, very good. Game jams are really easy to kind of lose your life balance, and it can be destructive. So good on you for maintaining that. All right. Hey, we came out ahead on that level. That was good. There was 0 advertising, I think, intentionally for her first jam. Sure, that makes sense, Solar. I 100% understand that. You want the soft launch to kind of work out the kinks, especially when you've got an audience the size of hers. Like, I was kind of able to get away with it for us because we're a pretty small community still. But if you have 100 plus people watching and thousands of followers, like, you kind of want to have the kinks ironed out before you start pushing things around very much, right? You're doing well. Thank you. Do boxing match with me. Oh, come on. Come on. Can I use the hands for the boxing match that I find in the labyrinth? Do the mazes get bigger over time, too? It feels like this 4th maze is a lot bigger. I think if the game was a bit more zoomed in but had a mini-map similar to Hollow Knight, it might work really well. Maybe. I could also see that just kind of being frustrating, I'm not going to lie. It is a bigger maze. Okay. Because, like, if you know where you want to go, but it's just harder to get there, then that just feels like frustration to me. Okay, we got another thing here. Okay. And then we got some more stuff. I'm just going to surface it a little bit here. And I need to remember there's a piece over there. Okay, go, 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 go. Adding 6x and 2y each. Oh, so it gets wider faster than it does get taller. Interesting. Very cool. Oh no, am I making a mistake? Can I even get back to the dinner table? No! Oh, shoot. Oh, that's tragic. Oh, that was bad. All right, that was a lot of time lost. No bueno. All right, let's go grab this foot that was over here. Or hand, excuse me. Wait, what's the way back? It's right there. Okay. Come on. There should be a lady that gives you a ball of yarn and then you marry her and leave her on the island. Are you going Odysseus here? I don't remember a ball of yarn in the Odyssey, but leaving a lady on an island sounds a lot like the Odyssey. Oh no, I thought there was something over there. Shoot. Oh, that's not good. All right, this is probably going to be the last maze we do. Icon, nice. Very cool. Welcome in. It's good to see ya. Okay, okay. We need food. Oh, there's something over there. Nice hat. Thank you. I owe chat 4 more hats to go on my head, plus a fez. So we'll be doing that as soon as I either die or satiate this Minotaur. Some of the messages here you may have recon aren't really mine. Yeah. Okay. Take that one too. All right. I'm starving here. You done yet? Grab this. Start pushing this aside. We're at 9 out of 18. We're halfway done. This gets really hard really fast. Okay. Listen, I don't know exactly what body part it is that I'm pushing towards you. But you're welcome to it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Really hard, really fast, and repetitive. Yeah, it is a little bit repetitive. So, like, you know, we talk a lot about the Octalysis. Also, we have ads starting soon, but I can't pause this, I don't think. So we're going to just keep going through the ads. Normally, we pause. So if we took this into an Octalysis framework to, like, consider it, right? Probably say that empowerment is only kind of so-so, because, yeah, you can walk around, you can find stuff in the maze, but there's not, like, a lot of assistive tools to the player. It's kind of just like, here is a challenging thing for you to maneuver around, which is fine, but, like, there need to be ways to, like, vary it up, right? There need to be some sort of randomness. The avoidance in terms of just, like, having the monster chasing you down is good, but what? A sword? I want the sword. Can I kill the monster? That's what I want to do. If the player is supposed to be Theseus, then you should also add new parts of the player. Then at the end, ponder if your current player is the same as the starting player. I want the sword. Oh, man. I have all the data in bitmaps and Godot, so I wanted to implement a collectible minimap. There you go. Yeah, so I mean, like, stuff like traps to vary it up, or power-ups. Icon, thank you so much for the follow. It is wonderful to have you here. More ways to deliver things more quickly to the Minotaur, I think, would be rad. If you'll forgive me for saying that. You know, there's things that could be done to kind of pick that experience up a little bit. 16. Okay, can we do it? Can we make it to the... Oh, dear. Super speed. Okay, there's 17. Where's 18? I don't know. Where's 18? Oh, no. Where's 18? I don't think I've gone down yet. Dang it. Who really is the monster here? Oh, maybe I'm the monster. Maybe I'm the fool. Oh, man. By the way, if none of you are... 17 out of 18. Brutal. Oh, and is that it? I just can't see. Take me. It's just recycling. There you go. That was The Maze and the Beast. Very cute, very good presentation. We talked about typography, good signifiers on the buttons. There you go. Love it. Oh, you know what? I didn't include the Humble Bundle asset. I guess I had rights to not have to do that? I don't know. Seed donors. That's hilarious. People who want to be here. Oh, amazing. Beans. Cute. Very, very cute. Thank you so much, Irad. What a cool submission. Thank you for that. Got to Maze 4, then died at 17 out of 18. More Minotaur media is always wonderful. Thank you for making and submitting. All right. There you go. Okay, so that was Maze and the Beast. Let's go to Chemical Warfare. All right. I owe everyone a hat tower. Okay, let's do the hat tower. Polish it a bit after the jam results. Oh, very cool. I can't wait to see what you end up polishing about it. That's rad. You did great. Thank you. Oh, Yeah, Irad, that was a rad game. Thank you so much for building it and for playing it and for doing it on such a short timeline. Thank you. All right. All right. All right. There we go. No. All right. See you later, Irad. Thanks for hanging out. It was great to see ya. Great to see ya. There's subtitles on your face. Darn it. Did I not get that off? That was a cool game. Yeah, it was fun. Okay, amazing Memphis. Absolutely. 100%. Okay. There we go. Cthulhu wearing the fez can't fail. There we go. Woo! All right. Credit section must have taken longer to make than the game. Oh, shoot. Okay. So, let's check this out. We have WAS, tab to toggle potion crafting. Throw the potion. Okay, next or previous potion, use potion space or left click. Okay. Using Godot. Okay. Let's check it out. If it was made of clubs, it would be a mesa thing. All right. Are these bad guys? Oh, yes, they are. Oh, click to throw. Okay. Can I hurt myself? Ah, explosion, stone skin, speed, dragon belch, and corrosion, like lotion that's corroded? Okay. Dangerous explosion, so that is probably my health that I'm damaging. Imbues your skin with the power and stone for temporary damage immunity. I'd probably just remove that power of, Use your skin with the power of stone for temporary damage immunity. Okay. I thought that was power and stone for some reason. I read it wrong. That was my bad. As the elders of speed would say, gotta go fast, and it's blue. Perfect. Be with napalm, infused bubbles, belch flames until you run out of gas. Okay. So flamethrower. Creates a pool of corrosive acid when shattered on the ground. Okay, so this is definitely a, like, you will be hurting yourself sort of thing. And lots of enemies. And just running into ingredients picks them up. Cool. And it's a score attack game. Okay, so this is a Vampire Survivors game where you are an alchemist. Got it. Okay, it's a bullet heaven, but maybe not quite so much bullet heaven-y because you're needing to build all of your own potions and they're consumable? Okay. Going back to focus mode, bye-bye. See you later, Foolbox. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, all right. So we've got a bunch of bros over there. Can I make a dragon belch? No, we can't. We don't have this little fire stick. We can make stone skin. That sounds good. And corrosion? All right. Let's start corroding. There are a lot of ingredients that are spawning here, but, yeah, what are my opinions even on this? I don't even know yet. Because I think it's got some interesting, whoa, jeez, we're going fast. Okay. So we're picking which area we want to fight in, essentially. We've got the stone giants and then the myconids. It feels kind of conflicting to me because I've got this live action side, which is very intense, but then I'm constantly jumping into these potions to make stuff, and it kind of feels, whoop, whoop, whoop. Wow, okay, that's freaking OP. That's 100% the right thing to be making. Oh, and they're chasing me. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so I think there's a bit of a design conflict. Oh, we have a bunch of potions to start off with this time. That's fun. Where it wants you to live in the world, but then you're needing to constantly run away from the world in order to build potions or not run away, but like pause the game and remove yourself from the world in order to make your potions. So I don't know what the solution is there, you know? Unless you can find a way to like incorporate creating potions in, not hide it behind a pause menu, right? Because once it's in a pause menu, I can kind of just do whatever I want and all of the tension in the game disappears to a large degree. So yeah, I would say either like make it some sort of a turn-based thing, or bring the potion crafting to be in the action. You do also start to have a problem though of bullet heaven games rely fairly heavily on spectacle and having a ton of stuff, and with the nature of this being throwing destroyable or like single-use consumables, you don't get a lot of spectacle from it because like you only throw a couple of things at a time. Like the closest thing is the dragon belch, right? So I mean, I'm not saying there can't necessarily be a bullet heaven that doesn't rely on spectacle, but I do think you need to replace it with something of probably even greater value to the player. I like the little rock guys. Yeah, it's very cute. So this is an interesting design discussion for me of when is a bullet heaven all of a sudden not a bullet heaven anymore, right? Like it's almost got me wondering, like, could you have some sort of an incremental idle type sort of approach where like once you brew enough of a potion, you kind of level up and get a new potion, and then old potions of those start just getting instantly created and spawned in for you and thrown? Because that'd be kind of interesting to me. Of like, can you have that would build in a sense of progression for the player, right? There we go, 80 score. Very cute. Yeah, but I do think inherently the potion creating and the live action world are kind of fighting against each other. Is that different to the other bullet type? Yeah, bullet heaven is like vampire survivors. Bullet hell is like Ikaruga, right? If it went in rounds like that old Sega Saturn game, The Horde. Ooh, I don't know that I know that one. Sega Saturn. Oh my, look at this. Look at those little guys. That poor cow. Wow, look at that. Yeah, was that Santa? I've never seen this before. Wow. That's an experience. Jeez, look at all that. Huh. Crazy. Very cool. Don't make idle games, I make them. No competition. Competition gives you ideas on how to grow and get better. What about bullet heck? Both at the same time. So bullet hell is your opponent shoot a lot of bullets, and bullet heaven is you shoot a lot of bullets. Yes, exactly, Jack. Yep, 100%. So yeah, very cute art, and I am intrigued by a bullet heaven where you build your own bullets. Curious how this could grow and what a full release might look like. Okay. Very cool. Let's jump into Bite-Sized Beast by Ghost Lupo. All right. In Bite-Sized Beast, you try to eat as many apples as you can, but avoid the pianos. What? Bullet Purgatory would be more accurate than Bullet Heck. Yeah, Bullet Heck would be like trying to feed as many rabbits as you possibly can instead of killing as many monsters, right? Bullet purgatory would be, yeah, like a dearth of bullets. There are no bullets anymore, and it is all just space. I think a bullet heck is just an actual game. Yeah, so the difference between a bullet hell and a bullet heaven. So a bullet hell... Hold on. Let's bring this up. Is a game like this, right? Where you get, like Enter the Gungeon, right? Where you get a billion bullets all coming at you, and it's all about kind of like pattern recognition and maneuvering the AI to create spaces and zones for the player to be safe and keep on shooting things, right? A bullet heaven is where the player is the one shooting the bullets out. So, oh, there's actually a game called Bullet Heaven 2. I don't know what this is. This looks like a bullet hell. But if we do like, Vampire Survivors, right? We look at that, like the player is the one with all the bullets, right? So the player is blasting out 1 billion bullets and killing 1 million monsters. So it's bullet heaven instead of bullet hell. Yeah. When a bullet hell become a bullet heaven once you're upgraded and stuff? I can see you making an argument for that, especially depending on the leveling structure of it, Blades. I still think it isn't quite there because even in Death Must Die, right, which is essentially a bullet heaven game. It's if Hades were a bullet heaven, there's not as many bullets coming at you as you're sending out, right? And it's a lot more on that sort of spectacle of that. So I can see what you're saying, and I don't necessarily disagree with it, but it does feel that there is a distinction. Gonna make a pinball roguelike tomorrow. I think you should, Jack. I've thought about that a couple of times. Like Risk of Rain or Gatekeeper. Definitely like Risk of Rain. I'm a little unfamiliar with Gatekeeper. Gatekeeper game. Hey, Flappa Studios. Welcome on in. Good to see ya. How you doing? Interesting. Yeah, I have not played Gatekeeper. I haven't even seen it before, but yeah. There you go. Oh, good for them. Nice. Okay. Gatekeeper is new and isn't fully released yet. Okay, cool. I paid my friend $20 to change his name to Floppa Studios Fanboy on YouTube. Sounds like you both win. That's just marketing right there, Floppa. Gatekeepers, okay, right. Depends on how long it keeps my attention. Might be 2 weeks, might be bored of the idea before tomorrow. I know you have a prodigious amount of projects that you have worked on in the past. Gatekeep all the time, so I'll be good at that one. Hey, Jack, good to see ya. How are you today? Okay, so we're going to play Bite-Sized Beast. This is by Ghost Lupo. I should be throwing the links to these games in chat. First off, once again, jam games, we don't want to critique anything too heavily, but just things we can learn from for ourselves. You see this little tangent here? This little guy right here? It's butting up right against the edge of the tee. Put it in or out. In or out. It's not good to be right on the edge. Like, if I can pull this off, if I were like right at the top of the camera and just barely cut off, that's really annoying. And if I'm like, like that, that's really annoying. Be in or out, okay? Don't do one or the other. I wouldn't say worked on, more like opened. Okay. Arrow keys, also contrast. Make sure you're looking out for contrast. That seems kind of low on contrast. I don't know if certain color blindness, accessibility people might be able to see that. People with vision impairments. Arrow keys or AND. Okay. Space to jump or start over. M to mute the music. Space or enter to play. Okay. So we only... Whoa. Okay. So this is a Catch the Apples game. This is a classic early project for starting developers, which is Catch the Apples. In fact, I saw someone have AI make this, essentially, which is not to diminish what the developer has done here by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, you're getting bigger! Okay, I like that. That's a very good twist. I don't really know why we're jumping. Oh, yeah. Okay. So it's kind of like Snake Catch the Apples game, which is a cute little twist on it. So you will fail eventually. I was wondering, like, I'm going to be able to do this forever. Like, when do I cut this off? I like that. I'm a big fan of the concept of Katamari Damacy. I have yet to actually play a Katamari Damacy that I really enjoy, but I love the idea. Just the gameplay implementation has yet to really thrill me because the way that they introduce tension is kind of contrary to what I want in that sort of an experience. I keep waiting for people to build more Katamari Damacy likes, and nobody does. But I like that. I like that we're getting bigger and it's getting progressively harder and harder. That's great. There we go. Get the music on. I feel like they miss an opportunity to have piano music in the background if you're avoiding pianos. Project settings, default color, most important setting if you don't add a background. Is that going to change the gray in the background, Cubus? What do you think of just shapes and beats? I have no idea what that is, Floppa. I like that the tension is Katamari comes from your dad getting drunk and deleting the universe accidentally. Oh, shoot. Okay. There you go. I mean, it's a very simple game. That's just fine. I love the character growth twist on a classic catch the apple style game. Thanks for building and submitting. There you go. Awesome. Whew. All right. We're going to go to Alchemy Platformer. Let's check this out. My idea was to make a platformer game that you collected ingredients from boxes, chests, and enemies to make potions to buff your character. I wanted to implement a bow and staff weapon as well, and the potions would buff a specific weapon. My planning got a little too ambitious. I wasn't able to put the time into the project due to other things going on in my life. Either way, I wanted to give Jackie's Game Jam a go and at least submit something since I've used her videos to help me compete in the Pirate Software Jam. Oh, very cool. Game is unfished. I'm assuming that means unfinished. Now I really want to make a game titled Unfished. Hey, K-Hedao, welcome in. Good to see ya. Katamari Pinball. Yes, I'd love that. That'd be super rad. And then, like, you get bigger and bigger and bigger until you just pick up the table and now you're on a new table. I'd play that. I like how the only idea they could come up with to attack the player was a piano. That's the everything background color. Okay, got it. It's a bullet hell? Okay, very cool. Floppa, very cool. I actually haven't played very many bullet hells. It's a genre that I just haven't really explored very much for one reason or another. A bug tries to eat bugs. Yeah, makes sense. Gets hit by bug-sized pianos. An unfishing simulator. Yeah. You break into pet stores and have to safely transport all the fishes back to their natural habitats. There you go. It's just fishing minigames, but if you catch a fish, you lose. Oh, that's funny. Drive around putting fish on your fishing rod and yeeting them back to the sea. Oh man, you guys are funny. I could see that. I could see a crazy taxi sort of experience of just hurling fish into the sea. Eventually you'll get like a scimitar that you chuck into the lake and a hand reaches out and grabs it. That'd be great. All right, hold on. Actually, you know what? Full box left. Be gone, Fez. Undeserving. All right. Let's see where we go here. Oh, we've got this sprite here. I know this sprite. This is the sprite used in Idol Slayer for their main character. Okay, so we've got Waz, space to jump. Okay, very nice little signpost to like tell you, hey, this is what you do. Nice. Shift to attack. Whoa, that is a slow attack animation. What's the appeal of Katamari to you? I think it's scale. I think it's very accomplishment rewarding for me. Where it's like, ooh, I got bigger, and ooh, I got bigger and bigger. Wow, this feels great. And then like the camera zooms out as you get to a new level. And all these things that you saw in the background you didn't even think about are now like, oh, I can go pick that up now. I think that's a very, very cool gameplay loop. I just kind of hate that they're always races. Like, I kind of hate that. Like, I think you could do it a million different ways. That's not a race. Like, I want to be able to go and explore and enjoy the game. I don't want to have to be, you know, trying to path my way through it. Put bait in the fish's mouth and absolutely yeet that thing into the sea. There you go, Floppa. What is Katamari? So Katamari Damacy is a series of games that, as far as I'm aware, have never been recreated in the indie space. I've seen one gal building one, and she's very early on. I think she's doing it in Unreal. I'm gonna try and find her channel because it's a bummer to like bring up her work and then not, you know, send it over. The problem is I follow a lot of developers on YouTube now, and it is going to be a little hard to find her. Give me one quick second while I look this up. Let's see. She's making a game that's like she's a frog and rolls the frog around. And it picks up things, and it's very, very, very early on. I think it's Elizabeth, maybe? If I can find her. Saundering out Emily? No, that's a different gal. Not you. Pastel Pixels? No, that's different. Not Lazy T, although they are also a very cool channel. Come on, I have so many people I've subscribed to. This is outrageous. Ooh. Not Nonsensical 2D, although they do cool stuff too. Should be following all these people. Jerome LaBelle, it just released Kobu, Tree Spirit. Number goes up, ball gets bigger. Yeah, for sure. Okay, right. But by the way, Katamari Damacy, this is the game. You start as this tiny little ball, and you roll around, and your ball sticks to things, like a strawberry. And now your ball is a little bit bigger, and it can pick up anything that it is bigger than. And you just keep on growing and growing and growing and growing, right? But it's always on this really annoying time limit, and I hate that. I want to just play around. I don't want to be stressed out about it. Oh man, why are you so far down the subscription list? I just barely like commented on one of her videos. Okay, all right. We're gonna scroll way up back to the top. Because I must have missed her. Rigor Mortis Tortoise. Jeez, finally. Rigor Mortis Tortoise. She is making a Katamari Damacy like, and it's cool, but like I don't see anyone doing this. It's really annoying. Video sponsored by Attack Person Miss, knockoff of Raid Shadow Legends. Oh boy. So that's Katamari Damacy, right? And so she goes through and talks about like how she has kind of built this all out so far, but this is the idea. That's Katamari Damacy. There you go. That was a long time to find that out for a very simple answer. We have 2 minutes still ads. We're going to pause this. We probably won't get through this before those 2 minutes are up. Man, that is such a slow attack animation. Break boxes for items. Pick up. Can I pick you up too? Okay. Find keys to open chests. E. That chest looks like it's completely broken already. Okay. Tab to open the inventory. This was not implemented yet. Goal. Crafting potions is a way to buff your damage. Pick up ingredients from boxes and chests and enemies. Okay, cool. You can double jump. Okay. Whoa. Okay, you can keep moving. So if we don't have potion crafting yet, do I need to pick up any of the ingredients? Is there wall jump? No. Game is unfinished. No real game loop. Missing features. Have a quick look around. Feel free to leave in a feedback. Okay, there you go. Well, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I think this is so unfinished that it's not really possible to leave a lot of meaningful feedback on, because obviously this was not their intention of what they wanted to build. So it's a little hard to like discuss it in any meaningful way, because we just have like a 2D action game with the promise of alchemy. So there's just not a lot about it, unfortunately. Hello. So I think that's probably going to be it for alchemy. I'm going to leave a quick comment during the ads, and then we'll be back. Oops. Back. Okay. I'm sure you learned tons while making this. Thank you for building and submitting. I hope to... I would love to know what the full intention of the game was. Okay. There you go. Awesome. Hey, they won. They got a whole lot of learning in for that, I'm sure. So we have ads starting in just a second. Literally started playing agar.io at the moment. Isn't that a type of squid? Calamari is a type of squid, but we're not talking about calamari. Of course, you silly goobers. We're going to turn on our chill-fi, and we will be back in one smidgen of time. Right after these Bezos-inspired messages. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. All right, let's dive back into this, shall we? I don't really know what your game is about, Prime Resistance, so I have actually played this before. And this one is made by Beegs, who is a fantastic streamer. If you don't follow Beegs, you definitely should. Shout out Beegs. He's a TV-headed man making, making cool stuff on Twitch. Great streamer. Doing a lot of game dev. So, your pet beast needs feeding. This is kind of just a chill ingredient gathering game to come in and make food and feed it to him. And that's kind of it. He did everything by himself. But from my understanding, he kind of ran out of time. It's the story of game jams. And you kind of just walk across these screens and pick up some apples and some mushrooms. And I love all these cute little critters popping up all over the place. Very adorable. And then you come back to your campfire. And you cook them up for your friend. Choose your ingredients. And we got these tiny little icons down here. And so far as I am aware, there's only one valid combination of food, which is one of each. That's it. That's the whole game. Very cute. I've already left a comment on here. Yeah. Go play Chomp if you want to. It's very chill, very nice. Just go feed your little toad monster. Why not? All right. Warrior's Wrath, The Need to Feed. This is by GameMaker 2D Fighters. I'm going to download this. Let me unzip this. I did play this on my laptop. Hey, Balgosa, how you doing? How are the crabs? How are the crabs doing, friend? How you doing? Okay. Yeah, this one's fine. Don't worry. And we're gonna go to game. We've got the wrong game being captured. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So this is GameMaker 2D Fighters, who we talk about a lot. He's frequently with us over on YouTube. And he's been leveraging a lot of his pre-built assets to make this in just a few days. So this is a fighting game. It's like a legit fighting game. This is all done in GameMaker. And you're blasting these bad guys to feed them into the maw. Oh dear, oh, and I lose. I need to go like to his page where he talks about how to actually play, because he's got like some combos that I need to have on hand. This is the problem with fighting games for me. Okay, play again. So we got down, back, light kick for double fire wave. Ooh. Okay. Whoa! That seems OP. GameMaker, it's a 2D fighter? I know! I mean, genuinely, it is really impressive, because doing all this, like, hit detection and stuff in GameMaker and platforming and physics is a major pain. Very annoying to do in GameMaker. Oh dear, you're so aggressive. Get out of here. There we go. Oh no! What? I just fox yeeted myself off the cliff? Or rather, wolf? Oh my goodness. Wow. I don't even know how I did that. But there you go. What do you mean this physics should be considered rudimentary compared to rescue? Jack, you shut your mouth. So anyways, that's, let's see, what is it called this time around? What's it called? Come on. Warrior's Wrath, The Need to Feed. So there you go. It's pretty legit. And it was really cool to see kind of the implementation of a lot of the stuff that I've seen him working on for ages and ages. All right, take care, Jack. We'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out. What was the guy saying? It was a very arcadey voice style, wasn't it? Enjoy the jams. Thank you, Jack. I will. So yeah, I'm terrible at it, but that's Warrior's Wrath. It's pretty cool and very impressive for being built in GameMaker, in my opinion. All right, let's go to Meat Island. Left-click to spawn a squad of elves. Right-click to chase down golems and collect meat. Most of the art is from Analog Studios.io/fantasy, besides the portal and meat. Okay, so left-click to spawn a squad of elves. Right-click to chase down golems. Oh, those are elves. I thought those were zombies. Collect meat. Okay, so we're just like giving paths to it. I'm assuming that they had more units planned based off of this, right? Because this looks like a toolbar that never quite got finished. Okay, we're on level 2. We went from level 0 to level 2. And I don't really know what I'm supposed to be... I mean, I guess I picked up a meat from a golem, which is kind of weird. Are these, like, flesh golems? Or what? That being said, I always love the idea of, like, a mob of characters being the controlled things. Like, I really want to play... I think it's called Heroes 100 or something. It was a Switch game, and then they had a Kickstarter and ported it to PC and other consoles. But it was like you have 100 superheroes, Pikmin style, that you're controlling and everything. Oh, you even get meat from your characters. Okay. I guess meat heals us? So yeah, I mean, this is cute. It's there's not a lot about it, once again. But you know what? It's here, and that's cool. I don't, as far as empowerment goes, like, I wish there were more ways I could interact with this. Like, I don't really know if I'm doing anything right or wrong. I don't think I can do anything right or wrong. I think it's just kind of the way that it is. The forbidden meat. Oh, shoot. So Flop, I actually have played a lot of like Clash Royale, and it kind of drives me crazy. Very deeply frustrating for me. I have learned it's not for me. Okay, cool. What's impossible look like? Just a bunch of golems. Yeah, like I don't think I can like spawn in. I don't think I can spend meat to spawn in more characters, right? So I think this is another one of those instances where it was just like not enough to really meaningfully critique. But you know what? They built something and they released it. That's great. Love games where I control a mob. I could tell that there was more planned for this. And I'd love to see where it could go. I think I know why that guy was so aggressive. He has a finger obsession. Okay. Okay. Potioneer. Oh, no comments and it's a download. I think I'm going to have to pass on that one, unfortunately. Forks. Let's check this out. Follow. Welcome to Forks. Stave off a total invasion of orcs, bunnies, and other scary creatures by feeding them their favorite snack. That's freaking cute. Thanks, Pokejohn. I know this already, right? Isn't that such a cute concept? The typography's pretty rough. That kind of low value red being very low contrast with everything. They tried to throw the black outline in there to make it more legible, but it's still pretty rough. If you're going to do that, maybe make a white outline would make it a lot easier to read. But even better yet, just don't pick a color that's so hard to read. Okay. Change your weapon to match the picture under each beast to earn points. If the monster gets too close, you'll lose points. Shoot as many of the monsters with the right food as you can. So, this is where I'm already, like, my game design hackles are starting to get raised of, like, change your weapon. Okay, so then that tells me, like, you're not really capitalizing on this being food. That it's just going to be a shooter with, like, different weapons instead of, like, really having that food be a central part of it. Guns up. Guns up game. Oh, wow. Hold on. Free-to-play, side-scrolling strategy game that pits players against each other. All right, this has got the hallmarks of mobile cash grabs. Mostly positive reviews, 6,500. All those currencies up there. Replay and adapt. Yeah, like, okay. So here's my problem with mobile games. They tend to get really interesting ideas that are innately very hooky for the brain and then ruin them. Oh, this stresses me out so bad. I guarantee this is all gacha style type sort of stuff. Oh, man. Like, I would love a single player version of this, which is very dopamine. Oh, it's not even available on the Steam store anymore. Like, there's no reason why this has to be a cash grab, right? And, like, gacha games are similar. Like, you could make really cool single player gacha non-cash grab type sort of stuff. In fact, I think I may want to someday. Yeah. No, thanks for that heads up, Floppa. It's interesting to kind of look at those. Only Unreal can do circles. Your cannon fodder. Weird that quit is on the right. To me, like if you have buttons in the bottom, usually the bottom right means your primary action that's going to push the player forward along the desired lines. And then this is like your tertiary. So you have like your primary and then your secondary and then your tertiary. And tertiary is usually like a quit. So that's kind of weird to me that those buttons are in different spaces, but maybe that's just me. All right. You like hamburgers. You like hot dogs. Okay, there we go. I get my weapon up top. Killer bunnies, okay. So this is almost like Ikaruga, right? Where you're changing between like light and dark bullets. Like I think this could be capitalized even further and turn it into, as an example of one possible direction. Whoa. I just got yeeted off the castle top. Okay. It's not even available on mobile. Oh, wow. So it is gone. How are they going to make money if they don't charge $100 for 5 gacha pulls? Oh, jeez, Vi. Yeah, no, for real. But have you seen those commercials? They're going to give you 2,000 free pulls with a guaranteed legendary. That makes up for it, right? Come play our game, please. Yeah, like you could go Overcooked style with this where you have to, oh geez, yeah, there's definitely a bug there where you just get obliterated. You could go Overcooked style where you have to like prep your ingredients. In fact, that's an interesting concept for that alchemy bullet heaven we were talking about, right? Like make it so you have to run back to a crafting table and go through those mini games in order to build it while the monsters are bearing down on you, and you have to kind of keep up with things. You could incorporate food where, like, if a monster gets hit by the wrong type of food, they get enraged and speed up. Like, you could do a lot by incorporating food into this. So I'm a little bummed to see it more rudimentary, but I'm really intrigued by a fantasy cook-em-up game, and I'd like to see more. I'm completely intrigued by the idea of a fantasy cook-up brawler and would love to see more. Overcooked is so hard. It is true. It's very true. It nearly ruined my marriage. Okay, we've already done that one. Cosecha. I actually downloaded some games on my phone not too long ago, and today I deleted all of them. They were too predatory, pay to win, and had annoying mechanics to keep you busy. That's the name of the game, Anti-Vi. Alchemy plus Feed the Beast equals Overcooked 100%. Yeah, Cubus for sure. Takes Two, that's such a good game. Yes, Floppa. And it completely overshot its expectations in terms of sales and everything. So, yeah, there's a huge market. I intensely dislike that the creature's food preferences aren't species specific. I agree, Otter. That's what I thought it was going to be. And it creates a lot of visual noise, right? Where you have to remember both where you are at in the food, and then you have to ignore the sprite of the monster running towards you and focus exclusively on their food icon. It kind of removes everything. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot that could be done to improve that formula for sure. Overcooked nearly ruined your marriage. How? Because it's overcooked. Floppa, have you played that game with another human being that you have a connection with and that you want to maintain that relationship? I defy anyone to come through that experience stronger in their marriage. It Takes Two, the second divorce. Another one that was very similar, but that we actually ended up quite enjoying. We played all the way through, 100%ed it, which is very weird for us. That we played it is Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. Fantastic game where you're running to all these different terminals to drive your different parts of your ship, And it was filled with, wait, no, you said you were going to get on shields. Well, yeah, but then I had to get on the weapon. But now we need someone on shields. Okay, I guess I'll run over. And it's great. It's fantastic. Really, really, really cool game. Definitely highly recommend Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. Overcooked was the first idea I had for this jam, but felt it would be too hard to get done in 8 days. I agree, Vex. Was something similar to what I was going to do. I was going to do, if we go over here, whoops. Over here of like, you have your platforms with your ingredients. You had to jump up and like put them on a table and kind of go through the stations and feed them. I just couldn't figure out how to make it in a way that was like interesting to me. So I scrapped it. My husband literally won't play Overcooked with anymore. I feel that. Yeah, Cabinet. Like playing Monopoly. Yes. Lovers is a great party game. Hard agree. Yeah. Really liked a mobile game called Space Team. Space Team is fantastic, Cubis. Yes, absolutely. I played Overcooked with my dad. We were so messed up. Like we had no idea what we were doing and gave up at the hot air balloon crash part. Yeah, Overcooked is tough. It is not for the faint of heart or the faint of relationships. It's like Diplomacy, the board game. It's like, this is what you do if you want to stop being friends with someone. Cosecha is a small narrative-driven game about harvesting people to feed a strange base named ML. Okay. There are 10 protagonist storylines, one for each harvest. This is kind of a small window. Will you be able to know everything? Okay. Let's check it out. Oh my. Is that the beast? I have to go harvest my love. Speaking of ending relationships. Jeez. Oh gosh. What? I don't want... Oh, gall. I don't like this at all. I don't want to hurt people. I can't. Nah, dog. This is a hard no for me. Not a fan of this in the slightest. Oh my goodness. This is so messed up. So it wasn't I need to go harvest my love. It was I need to go harvest my love. So what happens if they see me? Okay, I can't pick them up. Okay. Okay, you get to live, but this person. Oh, what? Invisible wall. Machine learning consumes all. Oh my goodness. So what? You like resurrected your dead wife and are now needing to feed her with human bodies, and she's like, no, I don't like this. By the way, cosecha in Spanish, if I'm not mistaken, is Spanish for harvest. I wanted for her to survive the sickness. Maybe I succeeded. Oh dear. Sorry, my love. Oh, my love. Okay. Got it. ML, my love. Okay. It was like them force-feeding people to the Sarlacc, even though it doesn't eat meat. Oh, my goodness. Bro doesn't want to hurt people, but liked It Takes Two, where you rip off a sentient plushie's ear and leg. I never actually played It Takes Two. I want to. I really want to. I didn't make it in time. Don't worry. I want to die now. But I don't want you to. I can't lose you. Look at what you've done. You have destroyed me. This isn't love. Please, eat me. Consume me and live a little. Bro, dog, you need to get some help. No, darling, I can't. It's time. I can't go on like this. Please don't leave me here. You're all I have. I did all of this for you. I sacrificed everything. I know, but I would have preferred to die than to live like this. Oh, I love you. I can't bear what we've become. Good call on the we there instead of I. Good writing. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Please don't leave me alone. I need you. You turned both of us into monsters. I can't. I don't know how. Please stay with me. Goodbye, my love. Well, there you go. Deeply disturbing. Poor Mr. Otter, when I ask him if I became a terrible monster, would you kidnap strangers and feed them to me and still love me? Oh, shoot. All right. That's that. Kind of funny that this is like the opposite of the Minotaur game that Irad made, right? Oh man, there's not a restart, unfortunately. That's a bummer. Wow. Deeply disturbing. And I'm going to have nightmares now. 12 out of 10. Game of the year. Cabinet Otter, I'm stealing your comment. Wow. That was messed up. All right, let's do Chomp by Panda Coder. Nice. So we can platform. Let's get a palette cleanser game in here. Click the acronym of the reference for the acronym of the reference. Click the acronym of the reference for special effect. I don't know what that means. Okay? Get climbing and don't fall into the water. The tide will begin rising in a few seconds. So we platform through. We can fall down through platforms. We were jumping on the sky. And when we jump, the platform disappears. We're trying to get food. Is that just score? It looks like it is just score up top. Okay. We need to get a certain amount of food to unlock. Oh, new upgrade. Absorb at a distance. Okay, cool. I like that. I like that we're getting some upgrades. That makes me want to like keep on going in the game and see what, what all is there. It's a good way to kind of tease, future stuff. Oh, no. Don't you dare die on me. Hey, Snowies, thank you so much for the follow. It's so good to see you. Hold on. I am trying not to let a slime fall into the ocean so he can eat donuts. But Snowies, I believe you made a submission for Jackie's Jam, right? And I believe we played it just a little bit ago. Sir, I need to know, do you like Slime Rancher? I played it when it was way early access, and I have yet to play it in its new version. So I don't totally know if I like Slime Rancher, but I tend to not really like cozy games very much. Well, oh, there we go. You're able to move. Whoa! Jeez! Well, call. Okay. Snowies, forgive me. I do not remember what your submission was. Can you remind me, like, of the name or what it was so that I can remember? Because I would love to go look it up right now, but I have a terrible memory, and also I have a steam-powered slime that needs to eat pie. I'm sure you understand. Laszlo's Tinctures. Oh, man, that sounds familiar. Come on. Jump. Purple guy that smashes potions on the ground. Purple guy that smashes potions on the ground. Purple guy. Was it, like you walk around picking up ingredients with rock monsters and, whoa, jeez. And mushrooms chasing you around? No, a different one. Purple guy that smashes potions on the ground. Dang it. Don't think I played it yet? No enemies in my game. Okay. Maybe I haven't played it yet. I hope I haven't, because that would mean my memory isn't that bad. We should throw that on next. Yeah, welcome on in, Snowies. It's great to see you. Thank you for building something and submitting it to the Game Jam. Snowy's game is hard, Tom. Right back at you. Yeah, well, thank you. I wasn't originally going to participate in the jam, but there's even more. Okay, well, just jeez. Oh, we have like 4 air jumps, and they recharge. Okay. This is kind of surprising me with how much is in it. And like the sense of scale that he's presenting here. Whoa! Dang it. We got to the very end and then I don't get to see what it was. Shoot. Very cute, very cute. I loved that. That was rad. Chomp. Super cute. And I loved the power-ups. took the game in a direction I wasn't expecting and would love to see more. All right. You think it was the end? Yeah, I think it was. I'm just annoyed that we didn't get to see what the end really was. Laszlo's tinctures. Okay. Movement, A&D, jumps. I'm going to snooze the ads for a little bit. Yeah, I have not played this. Okay. So we have A&D, jump to space, crouch shift. So it's a platformer type sort of thing. Use selected tincture. Select tincture 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So is it a puzzle? A&D to move. Kind of interesting with the contrast of the alchemy with the technology. That's kind of fun. They will allow you to unlock alchemical powers to alter the blocks around. Oh. Okay. I couldn't figure out that was a platform. Use the selected selected alchemical tincture and transform the block under you. What, right here? Oops. Shift. There we go. Okay. This is a bonus gem. They are hidden and tricky to get to places, but this one is a freebie. No, it wasn't. I had to go backwards in the platforming. You never go backwards in platforming. I was clever, dang it. Did you get to play Potion Quest yet? Save me checking the VOD. Potion Quest. If I can spell Potion Quest correctly. No, I haven't. We'll do that one next. I was going for Alchemy Punk. I think that's really interesting. The revert tincture allows you to undo a transformation, then try using the red tincture. Use the number keys, and I noticed that the mouse wheel also works. Each tincture has different effects. Okay, so we have 2x up. Okay, I don't know why the... Okay. So we can revert this, but like, why? You never go backwards in platforming. You're the first person to notice the mouse wheel. Oh, really? I mean, like, I don't know what to do other than destroy the... Oh, these aren't walls! Shoot. I discovered that right as I saw your message, Snowies. Oh, shoot. Funny. Okay. That's been my major feedback. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Communicating to the player what is and is not interactable is difficult. Some transformed blocks trigger an effect when you jump on them. Okay. I also wish that I could like see what these things were. Okay. Azteco Dev, thank you so much for the follow. Great to have you here. Oh, gravity inversion. Ooh, that's a rough checkpoint. Okay. Okay, so we jump over here, jump on up, and then... Oh! Oh, shoot. Snowies, I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why. But it is giving me the vibes of that old SNES game of like a boy and his blob. If you ever checked that out. Yep, boy and his blob, where you feed your blob beans that transform the blob in order to like get through puzzles. And it was amazing. I don't know why it's giving me these sorts of vibes. I guess maybe like the potions being an analog for the beans. I don't know. But classic. Okay, so do we reset this? And then... green? But I saw the bean down there. Here are the different blocks that you can transform. The slab can transform into a conveyor or a wall jump block. This block can transform into either the invert gravity or the jump boost block. Okay, so there's like a red mode and a green mode for each block. And you are assigning which mode it is. And then you have your blue to wipe it. Okay. This block can transform into a disappearing block. Otherwise saying, you know, destroy. Okay. Or a double jump block. Okay. Oh, the checkpoint's right there. Good. Lovely. So what's a wall jump block? Oh, that's the conveyor. Okay. All right. That blob having explosive diarrhea from this. I want it. I want the bee. Dang it. Okay, am I forever locked from Beanhood? Yeah, probably. Yes, I am. Darn it. Okay. I mean, oh gosh. See, once again, I thought this was a wall. Jeez. I was like, is this just the end? Is this just like a little playground that you can tinker around with things on? Okay. So we can double jump, but like, that seems... Do I still get the bean? Do I still have the bean? Yes, I do. Okay. So we'll disappear this. And then we will... we don't want gravity, but we do want super jump. I kind of wish I didn't have to reset it. I wonder if there's a good reason why it needs to get reset. It's obvious in hindsight, but I was blind to... That's the way it always is, Snowies. You know, Steve Krug loves to talk about when he does consulting. See, like this, I would have expected not to be a wall now. Steven Krug talks about when he acts as a UX consultant, and he gives people suggestions. And they're like, well, this is all just obvious stuff. And he says, well, like, if it was obvious, then why was nobody doing it yet? So, can I, like, whoa, jeez. Oh, okay, I can do that. Okay. So now I can do green. No. And I don't think there's a way for me to, yeah, I can't, like, wipe out any of these other things. Okay. Can I red? No. Blue. Green. Okay. Wall jump. Okay. I don't know why I still have wall jump, but I apparently do. Great. Okay. And this one? No. Okay. Can I make that jump? Not really. Wall jump lasts until you touch the ground. Okay. So that's why I can do that now. Okay. So can I transform any of these? Like, aha. Okay. Got it. I think I might have just, oh! For some reason that made it so I don't have death on falling over here now? I don't quite know why. Okay, that's not a wall. Super jump, bean! And then can I transform any of these? Was that not the way it's supposed to work, Snowies? Okay, can I splash a little? No? Ah. Nope. So now that I've transformed this, yeah, that conveyor belt, it kind of seems like I'm stuck, right? Am I wrong? I could still revert it? I mean, how though? Like, I'm jamming that button and it seems like I can't hit it anywhere. Oh, there we go. It was just really tight spacing. Okay. Ah. Okay. So can I do like this? No. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I have an idea. I have an idea. There we go. So I can kind of like ease myself down like that. Okay. And then leap up. And then I don't think this does anything, right? Okay. I can't wall jump up to there, and I can't reach anything over there. So... drop? Yeah, nope. Okay. So I'm a little mystified about, like, how do I get up there? Ugh, that was close. That was close. Oh, darn it. I don't know if this is just a really tight jump or if I'm the greatest platformer ever to exist. Okay, okay, okay. I should challenge Ludwig to a Jump King tournament. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I just want to get to the tippity-toppity. Yeah, I got it. Just in time for ads to be starting. Okay. Woo! That was brutal. I didn't make a precision platformer. Did I solve this in a way that it wasn't supposed to be solved? Gravity inverter, we don't really want that. No! Shoot. I think you're actually stuck? Really? Am I like... Because there's a destructible block up here, right? Like, this has to be a thing you were supposed to do, right? Wow. Oh. Come on, come on, come on, darn it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. We're back up here, which is not going to do anything for me. I'm so close to the end. I can see that star. Okay, let's try this again. There we go, got it. Easiest game of my life. And then... Okay, there's still fall damage even if you have super jump on. Darn it. I can do this. I can do it. I believe in me. Look how fast we're getting through that now. Okay, so... I have yet to see a purpose for these gravity inverter blocks, because it feels like it's never in a situation where I can actually take advantage of it. Okay, there's nothing far off to the edge. Have I broken the game that badly, Snowies? Have I transcended? Because, like, if I do gravity inversion here, it's just going to yeet me into the sky. Like, I can't do it and then jump underneath, right? Haven't broken anything. Okay. Oh. Great. Okay. Let's green our way out of here. And then can I red here? No. Okay. I was wondering if I could like use that to get on the inside of that space, although I don't know why I would want to. I'm not soft locked. Okay, good. Good to know. I'm still not sure if that's like the solution, because this block here tells me it's supposed to be the solution, but also like maybe not. Oh, and that's where that is. Okay, 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 okay. So we just need to get to that star. Come on, come on. There we go. There we go. Okay. And then we drop in here. I mean, I don't want to like hyper jump off of that thing. That seems like it's not going to help me. But I don't want to go over there. We've already been over there. Can I double jump in here? There we go. Red. Invert. And then do this. And then, oh, and then I gotta cleanse. And then make it green. Okay, so the gravity will stay inverted even when the block goes away, which, like, makes sense. There we go. Woo! That was surprisingly difficult, Snowies. I'm kind of impressed. My goodness. I'm not kind of impressed. I am impressed. That was a very clever puzzle. Very nice. There you go. I'm always curious what happens in Game Jam settings menus. GG, that was awesome. Thank you for building that and sharing it. Took me a while to wrap my brain around the puzzle, but loved seeing the later stages, seeing how the different blocks interacted. I do think like there needs to be some work to like make visually everything a lot more clear on like what is changeable and what isn't, and just tidying up the speed at which you can do things. But like, I love that, and I still maintain that it gives me kind of Boy and His Blob vibes, which is a really big compliment from me. That was a really fun concept. I agree, Cabinet Otter. I'm glad you liked it. I did, Snowies. I think that was a really clever platformer puzzler. Very cool. All right, if Vex is still here, yeah, Snowies, thank you so much for building that and sharing it. And thanks for letting me know that you were here so that I could make sure that I played it. There we go. Because we've still got a lot of these left to go. We haven't done what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19 of these. Whew, we're definitely going to be continuing this into tomorrow. That's for sure. Remember, if you're doing them in an order, then no, I mean, we were just doing it in random order. So let's do it. Throw potions to the left to make up the recipe. You have limited time, so be quick. You can discard potions from the recipe prep area too. Just click and drag them away. Get the right ingredients in the prep area to make up the recipe. Throw potions to the right to save them from... Is this alchemical tinder? Is this what you built, Vex? This will gain you some extra time. Okay, so you lose time when potions break. Keep making recipes until your time runs out. So it's a score attack game. Okay. Best played full screen, hard to read the words. Yeah, kinda. Can you play The Beast Within? Asks Robotech. Robotech, I played your game on Saturday. Not on the stream, though. Just on my laptop. And then I realized today, oh, we should play these on stream. Beast Within. Or I didn't play it, but I loaded it up. So yes, we'll get to that today, Robotech. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. Let's play Alchemical Tinder. I can't wait up for this. Loading. Okay. Great. Yeah, okay, I understand what you're saying, Vax. This is some pretty tough to read typography, especially that purple there. This is a very stylized font, right? And with very heavily stylized fonts, you don't want to throw too much into text, right? So you can have like a headline and that will work, or a button and that will work. But when you start having lines of text, these really heavily stylized fonts struggle. Okay, great. Potion Quest, a game made by Vex667. Are we gonna go? I'm hearing sound effects. Oh. Okay. Oh my. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. I need Ironbark, Ghost Dust, and Moonstone. Can I... Wait, hold on. If it's just gonna take things that are in there, can I just shove everything in? No, there's only like 5 slots. Okay, this is... Wow. So much physics happening here. Tiger's Fang, Phoenix Feather, Jeez. Patty Pats, hello. Jackie Codes, the Godot chick had a game jam. She did have a game jam. Yeah, it wasn't very well publicized, but we're playing through the submissions right now. You can check them out by typing !jam in chat. Okay. How do I reset? I have to... okay, okay, all right. No, we don't want Ghost Dust. We want Rose Heart. We want Tiger's Fang. We want Phoenix... Stellar Dust? No. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. Tiger's Fang. Not Cloud Fungus. Not Bear's Claw. No, 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 no! Tiger's Fang! Okay. Jeez, this is so hard. Okay. My goodness. Golly. Dragon's Tongue we don't need. Panda's Essence we don't need. Bear's Claw we don't need. Rose Heart we don't need. Aquavita we don't need. Moonstone, no. Phoenix Feather, yes. No! No! Get back! Jeez. Alright. Get out of there. What do we need now? What else do we need? I just want to do one more. Just one more recipe is all I need. Oh, no. That is tremendously difficult, Vex. Once you get used to it, it's not so hard, but for new players, it's tough. Oh, my goodness. I don't know how it's not tough. Like, especially the speed at which they're falling. Like, it's hard to just even know what potion is which. Especially since they don't look visually distinctive enough that you can go off of the potion looks alone. Okay, let's get Moonstone in here. We need Iron Bark and Ghost Dust. Over there. Come on, come on, come on. Get out, get out. Ghost Dust. There we go, got it. Okay, well done. Here's another. Moonstone, Hellflower, Lava Crystal. Let's just throw stuff in there. I like the red and the green to let you know, like, hey, this is correct. No, this is not correct. We need Moonstone, Lava Crystal, and Dragon's Tongue. Jeez. It's especially stressful because of the time limit, you know? Like, it's very scary. And then what? We need, oh gosh, what are we even missing? Like, I'd love to have some sort of a, indicator on here of, like, these are things that you have, and these are things that you don't. Like, make them semi-transparent, right? Dragon's Tongue? I think that's what we're missing. Dragon's Tongue. No, that's Tiger's Fang. Oh, Dragon's Tongue! Dragon's Tongue, get in there. Nice. Okay, got it. Made 2 potions. We did it. Cool effects, too. I mean, lots of really good particle effects. Okay. You go out, you go out, you go out. Like, I'm kind of wondering if the better approach for this is just, like, smash things in here and then remove what doesn't work. So what do we need here? We need Moonstone and Iron Bark. Moonstone, get in there. Dang it. Moonstone, get in there. Dang it. Moonstone and then Iron Bark is our last thing we need, which looks like a big gray. Right there. There we go. Got it. Woo! 3 potions. On to the next one. So I can see that, like, you can definitely accrue a lot of time. It's a little tricky because it feels sometimes like the wand doesn't quite catch things like I would expect. Like, maybe it only catches things on the tip, but I kind of feel like it should be catching everything along the entire rod. And maybe that's my problem. Also, it feels like we are not getting the amount of time that it is saying we should be. Okay. Get rid of all these. Come on. Oh dear. This is the end. Oh, shoot. Okay. I could not pay attention to chat at all. I want to go give this one a shot. Oh, right. By the way, yeah, let's throw the link in chat. Sorry, I added an extra plus sign in there accidentally. Let's see. Time limit, add pressure every time. Yes, 2D Fighter, 100%. Was this a Godot only jam? I cleared time next week to take Bracky's new tutorial on Godot, so that should be fun. It wasn't a Godot only jam, but it was intended for you to use Godot. And if you used Godot, then she had times on her stream, I guess, that she would kind of like have open to help people with their jam projects. But you could do it in any engine. Looks like some of the ingredients have varying amounts in the bottle. Does that do anything like a score multiplier? Asked Mothman. That's a great question. Vex, there's graphics in there for crossing off items on the recipe, but I didn't have time to get that code written. Yeah, we've been hearing that a lot today. That's a lot of ingredients wasted. Yeah, for sure. I'm addicted to this game now, says Cabinet Otter. Just the tip. Okay, Vex, got it. All right, take care, Snowies. Thanks so much for hanging out. Have a good time getting those kids. The time thing might be a bug. I need to test that. Okay, cool. So, I really like bringing dexterity concepts into video games. It's something that we're kind of exploring somewhat in the physical space, and I think there's more to be done in the digital space. Sorry, 1 second. All right. Very, very cool. Yeah, so, like, I think there's a lot of space. Oh, space does pause the game, but it's a little flaky. Oh. See, like, all of a sudden, if we have pausing, see, this is, also, I love the particle effect around the wand. It's really cool. This is getting me thinking about, like, what if there were, sorry. Sorry, Vex. We talk all the time on the channel about, like, the dangers about it would be cool if, right, where your playtesters say, this is how the game should be built. It's like, no. But this gets me thinking about, like, if I were to do something similar, oh, what if there were, like, power-ups? And if you swiped in a power-up into here, like, it would slow time down or something, right? Or highlight the potions that are the ones that you need. Or would, gravity, make a black hole over here that would more heavily suck things in. Interesting things like that. Make your cursor a bigger paddle, right? I really like the concepts. I think there's some interesting stuff here. I think for a game jam, it's doing exactly what it should do, which is kind of challenge what we think of as games and kind of bring in a lot of new ideas. So thank you so much for building this and sharing it, Vex. This is super rad. I also love the animation you've got playing in here. I think it's an animation and not like a full shader because it seems like it just goes in perpetuity, but maybe I'm wrong. My number one problem with this is that I'm going to get fired because I just want to play this and not do my job, says Otter. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. I love the idea of bringing more dexterity mechanics into video games. Thank you for building and sharing. Okay. Very, very cool. All right, let's go into the Beast Within. Power-ups was definitely something I'd like to have added. That makes sense, right? It's all about scope, for sure. There's lots I can add to it after the jam is completed. Yeah, totally, Vex. Absolutely. So we've got Beast Within here. I am going to take a... Oh, it is a shader. Oh, very cool, Vex. Feels like how a deranged wizard would make their apprentice mix potions, and I'm here for that. It's like Mr. Miyagi were a wizard, you know. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Okay, I'm going to take a quick family break to kind of coordinate some stuff real quick based off of that phone call. I will be right back in just a few minutes. We're going to run ads so we can have an extra long time without ads hereafter. And as soon as we're back, we'll dive into Beast Within by Robotech. Robotech, thank you for your patience, and we will be right back. Okay, we're back. Welcome back. Thanks for playing. I appreciate the feedback. Well, you're more than welcome, Bex. Thank you for being a good sport and listening to feedback, because that is not necessarily what you signed up for. So thanks for being a good sport about that. Okay. Let's check out Robotech's The Beast Within. Oh, and this was made by 12 Feet Up and Robotech. Hey, welcome on in, 12 Feet Up. Okay, so we have A and D for running, F for attack, W to enter gates and doors. Okay. Little intro cinematic. Text is a little bit rough, very low contrast. I would have definitely changed that to be a white or something. Oh, it did not have enough time to read all that. I'll warn you, it's buggy, aren't we all? Funny on the buttons with the lack of horizontal alignment and everything going up. I can see the difficulty in trying to execute on what you were hoping for in the time limit, right? I can definitely start seeing that. Okay. F for attack. Okay. Feels nice and smooth. I don't know why I'm picking up meat. I've got this bar down here that seems to be going up when I hit things. Oh, it's kind of a short range on your sword. Press W to enter. Okay. So I'm in a new level. I'm picking up food. I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of beast I'm supposed to feed. We've got health up here, it looks like. We've got skeletons. That can't be good for feeding, right? Press W to enter. Okay. The skeleton just yeeted itself out of there. Amazing. Okay. So we're going to these different levels. We're getting reset on health. I don't know what the food is doing yet. I love those skeletons. I must return to my people. Woo! Okay, so we're finding a dungeon. Number of bugs I've fixed since I first posted my game is wild. Yeah. Are you sure you want to fight this fight? Coming soon is the fight for the cure. Okay. Okay. Cool. What's next for the Beast Within? We'll continue into a full game. This is my first and only idea like ever for a small game to submit to a jam. I'm really proud of it, and I have to finish it. What is the next for the game? Level design and bigger and longer levels, more mobs, better player movement. Okay. Interestingly enough, like I didn't find very many problems with the movement. For me, it was the attacking that felt kind of a little bit awkward. Oh, you've been cursed and now have a beast within you. You have to feed it before it takes over. You just need to survive. Let's try it again. Run game. You need to survive on the road for the cure. Will you find the cure? Okay, so what happens if I just let the beast win? Right? What happens if I just don't eat? Also, I think I'm invulnerable because these guys are constantly staying on top of me and they're not exiting and then entering my area again, is what I'm guessing is happening. So I'm kind of curious what's going to happen if that goes all the way down. This seems very generous, by the way, for a timer. Bug 2. This is a very generous timer for sure. And in fact, having it go down in chunks instead of like going down continually kind of gives me a false sense of how much time we have left. And that could be intentional, but it's just kind of how we're going. Whoa, Spider Queen! And yeah, Spider Queen, thank you so much for the follow. We just hit our goal of 375 followers. Thank you to all of you for what you are doing and accomplishing here. Spider Queen, thank you for the follow. For those of you who are new, by the way, we are a charitable enterprise devoted to helping people enter the games industry. So one of the things that we really like doing is game jams. Really enjoy, we host game jams every quarter with corporate sponsors that are specifically geared to try and help you really level up. Hey, from Paris, Daxline, are you in Paris right now? My goodness. Wow. Also, the boars hit me and I guess died. I didn't even notice that. We're at 40% health now. Damage is on collision only, and there's no behavior for overlapping or behavior to destroy the enemy sprite. There you go. That makes sense, Patty. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, we just died. Oh, and do we turn into a boar? Is that what? Did I see that correctly, or was that a coincidence? You do turn into... So, wait, hold on. Are we fighting people? Are the mobs people? Are we the bad guys? Speaking of the Odyssey and Cersei's Island and everything, goodness. Very cool. Yeah, like, I want the attacks to feel a little bit better because it feels like sometimes they can like walk through my sword, especially these guys that charge in. And that kind of feels unfortunate. You missed me play your games, Spider Queen. I'm so sorry. What? Hold on. Oh, alchemical warfare. Yeah, we talked about alchemical warfare quite a bit. Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Robotech, thank you so much for building this in place. 12 feet under as well. 12 feet up, excuse me. 12 feet up. Thank you so much for building this and sharing it. This was such a delight to check out. I have really wanted to build something like this for a good while now because all of my stuff has been kind of like turn-based, roguelite-y type sort of things. I haven't done any action games. And I admit I'm completely ignorant of what it takes to build something like this. Also, could I just sprint past the level? Can I just speedrun it? Is he making the hitbox spawn during the smear or after? I have no idea, 2D Fighter. No idea. Oops. Ha. Nice. Ooh, subtitles on. Yes, please. All right. Oh dear. Okay. Whoa. We were airwalking there for a second. And our health resets, so like there's no reason not to speedrun it, right? You could just... Ooh, that was a cool attack animation. Woo! Woo! There we go. You can't cross flowing water. I know the rules. It's just that unsubstantiated interaction. Sure, sure. Okay. Very cool. Thank you so much for sharing. Let's see. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Go back to the Game Jam page. I mean, this is essentially like a vampire action platformer, right? And I think that's really interesting. I think you could build off of it a lot. A combat-based timer is an interesting wrinkle for an action platformer. Yeah, right on. Very cool. Thank you so much, Robotech. Yeah, Spider Queen. We did talk quite a lot about alchemical warfare, and you can go back and scrub the VOD if you'd like, but it has this interesting duality for me of like the potion crafting being completely pausing the game while also the game is kind of pushing an action perspective, and so like that's an interesting contrast that we talked about, and I'm not totally sure works for me, interestingly. And then in its current implementation, of course, it's a game jam, right? And then there's an interesting duality as well of it being kind of like a bullet heaven type sort of experience, but where you build the bullets and they're single time use. And so like there's a lot of like it is this, but also this that really spurred a lot of really interesting discussion. And I'm really grateful that you made this, because it did exactly what a game jam should do, which is kind of change what you think about in games. So yeah, thank you so much, Spider. I really appreciate you building it and sharing it and coming over and hanging out. Blaze of Doom did redeem a say hi to Marvel. So we're gonna go say hi to Marvel. Be right back. Yes, I agree. Little Rock Eyes are super cute. We're gonna be right back with Marvel. Okay, here we are. There's Marvel. All right, there you go. The Rock Friends are the 4th Rock Guy iteration. That's awesome. They looked like toilets at one point. That's amazing. Woo! Yes, we have a baby and a dog. Dog has paw on top of baby's head. That's fine, I'm sure. Glad they've gotten a glow up. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. You all done? Okay. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Whew. Hey, we got through a lot of game jam submissions today. We still have a lot to go, so we'll keep doing this tomorrow. We're gonna raid out because that's what you do as a good Twitch citizen. Whew. I'm out of shape. We're gonna go into some groups, building some rad stuff. Let's see, who do we have that's online right now that is doing game dev? Little Chunkos, yeah. Let's see. Let's go to Polygon Pilgrimage. Dogs. Let's go to Polygon Pilgrimage. He's building a very cute kind of collectathon platformer, Banjo-Kazooie type sort of style about a construction site that's come to life, and the tools are all these really adorable little characters running around. I don't actually know what engine he's building it in, but it's really great. It's a game called Building Friends. He's just starting in. Let's go give him a warm welcome and a warm welcome to his stream. Dude is a really good guy making some very heartwarming stuff. So let's go hang out with him. As a reminder, we are a charitable enterprise devoted to helping people enter the game industry. So if that sounds like a good ride to you, I invite you to like, follow, subscribe on whatever platform you are on. We will see you next time.